Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Linda with Linda Sue Plants for you. I am on a roll, I guess you could say. Today I'm going to, I have several things going on. I want to give that update on my begonia. I know Kathleen Murphy is waiting to see that. She just did one on hers. And for those of you that don't know who she is another YouTuber. She has a lot of plants. And you might want to go ahead and check out her channel. And I'm going to be doing that update on that begonia either later today or tomorrow. I've got some news here from a family member that went to the hospital for some tests and they are admitting her. So I have a little bit going on here today, but I'm going to try and carry on. And in light of that, oh, and also the string of pearls, I think it was Kathleen Murphy that wanted to see an in-depth video on that. I don't know if I'll get to that today, probably not, but I'm going to do my darndest to get that in this week yet. Today, all I'm going to do is a short video here and just show you what I got. My health is taking a swing upwards, yay! And I had a couple of really good days here, and it's still, I'm still feeling really good. So I want to take advantage of that and reach out to all my YouTube friends. And I know several of you have sent me private messages that you really miss my videos and checking on me, and I really do appreciate that. It really does brighten my day, so thank you for that. For those of you that know me, you know that I am not able to drive right now because of my issues, and so I have to depend on other people. And I'm telling you this because I have not been anywhere other than doctoring appointments since August, end of August. And yesterday my husband and I decided it was time and I really needed to get out of this house. So we did a Lowe's run. I just picked up a few things and I want to share that with you. It's a little mini plant haul, and that's usually all I have. I very rarely do I buy a lot of plants at one time, but I bought some other things too that I want to share with you. And well, let's just get started. Also, I'm hoping that I've got everything in view this time. I know the last video I did, I was cutting off the top of it, and I really apologize for that. I was looking in my flip screen and I thought it was, you could see it. This is supposed to be showing me what you see, so hopefully this is within camera shot. This is a Tillandsia. It's an air plant. It is by Live Trends, and I know they're becoming more and more popular now, but at one point in time these were almost non-existent in the United States, very difficult to come across, and there's many different kinds. It's called an air plant, and a lot of people think it's because it just grows on air. That is not true. These plants need water. What they don't need is soil. And the way I water my air plants is I take them all, and I have a video on this too. I take them all and put them in my green bowl with distilled water. I put them upside down. I put a heavy bowl over it to make sure they're completely submerged in the water. And I leave them in there anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour, depending on how long it's been since I watered them last. Then I take them out and I put them upside down on a towel, preferably in the sun, for at least a half a day. You want to make sure that the bottom of this plant is completely dried out, because that's where it will rot and that will kill it. And what happens if you don't and you get water down in here, it stays in there and it rots the bottom of the plant. So that's how you take care of these. This is actually a replacement for my daughter. I got her one of those little statues last year. They were on clearance at Lowe's. I don't know if you remember seeing them, but this was the head, this was the hair, and hers died, so I got her one to replace that. So that's that. And then I'll go do the plants first. These are also, these are gifts that I bought. I actually got these at Stein's. And I was really happy with these. They weren't very expensive. $3.49. I mean $3.50, and look at that. That's a good size plant for $3.50. I think. I mean, they're not in the best shape. They've got some damage, but we don't really care about that, I don't think. I don't. And if it bothers you, you can just cut it off, right? Because more is going to grow. So I'm going to repot these because, as you can see, they're in the little, I don't even know, I guess these are 2-inch pots, but they sure don't look 2 inches. They're very tiny. So I'm going to go up one size on these before I give them as gifts, because they really need to be in a bigger pot. This one and this one. These are birds nest sansevierias, for those that don't know. And this one. So we got 3 different kinds. They're very easy plants to grow. They're very hard to kill. All right. And in the interest of time, we're going to move along a little quicker than I normally do today. I believe that this is called a spiral cactus. I don't know for sure, and if anybody does, please feel free to comment. I can kind of see the spiraling down here, as slight as it is. And it does not have a name on the tag other than cacti and succulent. Well, we know it's a cacti, so that's all it says. Grown by Costa Farms. So that's it on as far as the name goes. But I've always wanted one of these, and even though it's got a little bit of damage, again, that doesn't bother me. Plants are not infallible, and neither are we. Everybody has something, right? So we don't worry about that. It feels like it could use a good watering, and I'm going to do that shortly. I want to also mention, okay, that's really it on the plants. Except for my big one back there, and I'll show you that in a moment. Okay. This I got this orchid plant food mist because I believe it was Suzette from Suzette's Gardens that told me she uses this. And if I'm wrong, Suzette, please feel free to put that in the comments, but I'm pretty sure it was you that told me this is what you use. I'm not sure if it's the Miracle Grow brand, but I'm pretty sure you said you use that for misting your flowering plants. So I'm going to try that and see if that helps on my orchid that you sent me, and my bromeliad, and maybe even my African violets. We will see. So I got that yesterday, and I'm going to try the Espoma Organic Fish Fertilizer. I know that I've talked about this in the past. I've talked about the fertilizer that I've been using for my whole entire life, and I'm old, so it's a lot of years, and it always worked fine for me. But you know, in the last couple of years, I've been noticing once in a while I get leaf burn from my fertilizer, and that never ever happened before. So I don't know why that's happening now, but I don't like it. I mean, I don't get upset if my plant has a blemish, but I don't want to be the one that caused it. So I'm going to go with the organic with the fish fertilizer. I just feel good about it, and I want to do it. And I know more and more people are going that route. A lot less chance on damaging your plants. And I know the Espoma name. It's been around a long time, and some of the top people in the plant world use this brand. So I trust their judgment, and so that's what we're going to do, and I'll let you know how that goes. All right. And lastly, if you watched my video yesterday, you know that I finally found the culprit of the fungus gnats, and oh my goodness, they were prolific. And I'm not going to go through all that again. If you want to see the story behind that, you'll have to watch yesterday's video. But I am going to say that what I'm going to do is take the plants that I have, and this is my goldfish plant. And I've always wanted one of these, and I've never really seen a healthy one, at least not like this one. And I just could not pass this up. And my hubby, it's funny, he said, honey, where are you going to hang that? You're kind of out of hanging spots. I said, no, I got a hanging spot on my south window in my living room. And he just laughed. He said, well, if you don't have one, you'll make one, right? And I said, yep. So as you can see, it's got some of the, it's got some goldfish already on it, which is really neat. Let me see if I can get a close-up of that for you. Hopefully you can see that. They look like little goldfish. They almost look like angelfish, the shape of them, but, and the leaves are shiny and almost plastic feeling. Very healthy. Oh, and the other thing I thought was really neat is this pot has a saucer attached to it. I've not seen one like this before. And so we'll see how that works, and I'll let you know. Now this plant looks pretty well full. Excuse me. So I'm not sure how long this is going to be able to stay in this pot, but that's okay. I can always use it for something else. So that's my goldfish plant. So that's my plant haul for yesterday, and again, it felt really good to just get out of the house and see the Christmas decorations on the houses and all the people and the hustle and bustle, and I was really happy to get back home though. And we stopped at, we called an order to Olive Garden, and my husband picked that up. He ran in and got it, and we came home and had that for dinner, so that was a nice day for me. Alright, the last thing that I want to say here is, because of the fungus gnat problem, what I'm going to do as soon as this is done filming, or I'm done filming, is I'm going to take my systemic, and yes, I do use systemic, folks. I don't like it. I don't like chemicals. But there are times when it just makes more sense, and I just do. So I apologize to those of you that are the purist when it comes to not using any kind of chemical on your plants. I don't fault you for that at all. If you can do that and still keep a house full of healthy plants, more power to you. But that has not been the case for me, so I have resorted to this. And again, I talked about this in my last video. This is made by Bonide. It's a systemic houseplant. It has the directions on the inside of here how much to use, but I don't use anywhere near what they tell me to, and it still takes care of the problem once I find the problem. Now, because I'm bringing new plants home, if I just water this and leave this sit, it hasn't been treated, so the fungus gnats are going to find their way. So the one thing you have to do when you're using this is you have to treat every single plant, because the fungus gnat only needs one. to lay their eggs, right? What I'm going to do with this plant, and that's why I have it in here, this is the same thing. It's the granules. That's what's in here. And I put it in I got this from the Dollar Tree. There came in a pack of 2 for $1. And I use this and I just squirt it out inside on the soil, on the top of the soil. Another thing that you can do that does work very well is the alcohol. Now this is 1 part alcohol, 9 parts water. That's really not what's in here right now because I've got half and half, and that is for the fungus gnat. So it's about 50% alcohol and 50% distilled water, and I just spray it on the top of the soil, and that usually will keep the adult fungus gnats at bay. The problem is it doesn't last real long, and if there are any larvae in the soil, it doesn't do anything for that. So we want to take care of all of this at one time because, like I said, some of these are gifts, and the last thing I want to do is give somebody a gift of a plant and a fungus gnat problem. So we're going to make sure that that is not the case. But that is it for today. I hope that I've helped you in some way, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. I really do enjoy bringing in videos to you, and I hope that my health will hold out now and for a while, and I'll be able to bring them on a more regular basis. Ideally, I would love to do several every week, and I enjoy watching all of yours too, so keep them coming for those of us that love watching you, and I will try to do the best on my end and bring some to you as well. Okay, well, that'll be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. If you do want to subscribe or hit the thumbs up button, that is also greatly appreciated. And other than that, I hope you have a great day and enjoy the sunshine. At least we have some here finally. And I hope you have sun shining by you as well. Alright, this is Linda from Linda Sue Plants for You. Thank you very much for coming. Bye now.